Who the f*** do you think you were for doing that?
He's being spoken to this way because of what he did and the damage that he caused. An arsonist lights one match, and you go, whoa, what's the big deal with the arsonist lighting? The guy just lit a match. Yeah, but he took out 200 homes, and he killed 18 people. The fire could have burnt itself out in 10 feet, and he's fine. But it didn't. The wind kicked up, and he took out all these structures and caused billions of dollars worth of damage and took lives and killed pets, and that's on him.
Yeah.
Because he's a fucking arsonist. You fucking ruined kids' lives. You did an experimental vaccination. You stopped livelihoods. You send kids into depression, suicide, learning loss, all the shit that went along. You struck that match, you arsonist, and that's why you're being fucking punished.
Yeah.
So fuck off. And all the weak-willed pussies who are on the left who want to defend the arsonist, fuck right off.
I got to admit, today was one of the most fun Adam Carolla shows we've ever done. Because today was finally the day that Anthony Fauci was in the hot seat, and it was a little lackluster.
I will invoke my right under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution to refrain from answering your questions.
But what was completely satisfying was watching everybody hold that guy's feet to the flames.
Who the f*** do you think you were for doing that?
I figured, why give you a clip? Let's just do all the best moments of today's episode complaining about Anthony Fauci. And if you like this video, I got a podcast called You Suck at Stand Up. You should subscribe to this channel. That's where you get it. Enjoy, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Although it pains me to do so, because of the respect I have for the legislative branch of government and my decades-long record of cooperating with Congress, under the advice of my attorneys, I will invoke my right under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution to refrain from answering your questions.
There's two super naive things. People go, if you're Fauci, you should just get up there and tell the truth. Why don't you just tell the truth? Okay, ask me the truth. I'm Fauci. Go ahead.
Dr. Fauci, what is the truth?
I took gain-of-function money that was obviously illegal because it's an immoral act to study that kind of stuff here because it's a weaponized, it can be weaponized for war, so we couldn't do it on U.S. soil, but I wanted to do it anyway, even though I wasn't supposed to do it, so I went to China and I funneled money toward them to weaponize these viruses and do gain of function, but I didn't want people to find out, so I wrote a bunch of papers saying I didn't do it. I told everyone it came from a wet market, and any scientist, even if it's a colleague that had an opinion that it came from a wet market, I worked real hard to get them deplatformed and ruin their life.
Well, I appreciate your candor.
And I lied about masks, and I lied about social distancing. And yes, I did, in fact, dictate a bunch of shit about closing schools and closing businesses. I know I said I didn't, but I did. So, okay, that's the truth. You want me to just keep telling the truth? I cheated on my wife in 1963.
Okay, well, that goes...
I beat off earlier today.
That was question number 5,
to a
but okay,
dude.
there goes
To
number
a
6
dude.
and number 7. Okay,
yes. Okay, you want me to keep telling the truth? Why does everyone keep telling the truth?
Yeah.
Every one of Mark Garagos' clients who gets pulled up, it should just tell the truth.
Of course.
Just tell the truth.
Yeah, because, well, obviously, you know how much easier Mark's job would be? He would get paid substantially less, and I bet he would feel okay about that if his clients just told the truth.
We can't just get up and tell the truth.
Yeah.
That's not how this is going to work.
If you're digging this video so far, make sure to subscribe and catch Adam and I both on the road. You can find our websites in the description below.
He knew those other doctors were right and smeared them as quacks and ruined their reputations and tried to get them deplatformed so Julia Roberts could kiss his balls. That makes him a bad dude. And I know you guys bought the candle. And I know everyone on the left thinks he's a fucking hero. And I know Harvey Levin thinks he's a hero. And would you open yourself up to some fucking information? He's not being railroaded. He's being spoken to this way because of what he did. And the damage that he caused, like you go, an arsonist lights one match, and you go, whoa, what's the big deal with the arsonist lighting? The guy just lit a match. Yeah, but he took out 200 homes, and he killed 18 people. And by the way, that's all on him. He lit the match. The fire could have burnt itself out in 10 feet, and he's fine. But it didn't. The wind kicked up, and he took out all these structures and caused billions of dollars worth of damage and took lives and killed pets, and that's on him.
Yeah.
Because he's a fucking arsonist. And Fauci's an arsonist. Fauci struck the match. He started the fire. I didn't tell anyone. You fucking ruined kids' lives. You did an experimental vaccination. You stopped livelihoods. You send kids into depression, suicide, learning loss, all the shit that went along. You struck that match, you arsonist, and that's why you're being fucking punished.
Yeah.
So fuck off. And all the weak-willed pussies who are on the left who want to defend the arsonist, fuck right off.
As soon as the kids got involved, because adults were getting the vaccine early on, and then when smart adults saw what was happening and they went, I don't want my kids to get this, that's when batshit crazy left ladies with children who were okay with keeping them in masks and out of school and getting them vaccinated, those are the ones that started fanning those flames and creating that bigger fire. And that is the part that sucks. And you're right, when he's taking shit like that and people go, Harvey's like, oh man, it's just so hard to watch. It's not hard to watch. It's finally somebody getting their comeuppance.
Yes. It's the same bullshit they do on the left with the Trump assassination attempts. We never told anyone to shoot Trump. No, you called him Hitler 700 times, and a young 19-year-old who was on fucking Ritalin and every other pill did the work for you.
Sure.
I never told anyone to close the schools. No, you had a platform that suggested it, and you gave license to every power-hungry governor to go, that's what Fauci wants, and I'm listening to the science, and he's the science. You don't have to squeeze the trigger. You don't have to shoot Trump. You just inspire crazy people to do your bidding. Fauci inspired crazy, weak people like Newsom to do his bidding. Fauci didn't close down Tin Horn Flats. Newsom closed down Tin Horn Flats because Fauci told him to. So yes, you did, Fauci, and their business is out. You know what I was thinking about the other day? A good friend of mine and a guy who used to call this show every once in a while, and a guy I had lunch with a few years ago in Utah, Jeff Katz. Jeff Katz was a funny guy, played hockey, gregarious dude, one of my best friends from high school. We reconnected out of high school. He moved to Utah. He came to see me when I was playing in Utah. We grabbed lunch that day and had a great sit down, caught up. Sweetheart of a guy, vowed to get together whenever I came back to Utah. Died during COVID, not of COVID, but died. Tried to get a wake and a funeral together, talked to his son, couldn't do it. And it's like the guy was never born.
Sure.
Like, I think about him all the time, and I'm like, God, when did he die? When is that? Oh, is that 2021, 22? I Googled his name and stuff, like looking for him. It's like, it's just, he's gone. He didn't, Jeff Katz didn't get a proper send-off or funeral because of assholes like Gavin Newsom who were motivated by asshole liars like Fauci. And you fuckers bought all of it, and that's on you. As I told you, this is bullshit, and I told you it was compromised 6 years ago, and no one knew what the fuck I was talking about. Spent an entire car ride from here to Burbank Airport yelling at everyone about how Fauci was compromised, and no one knew what the fuck I was talking about. And by the way, I will take an apology, but you can also listen to me when I tell you shit that's going to happen from this day hence.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And I know I've talked about him before, but when I see videos like this and I think about my friend Ricky, who was not here, and after his autopsy came back inconclusive, and I said, I have a feeling it was the vaccine, and I have a feeling it was the boosters, and everybody in our circle told me I was batshit crazy. And when I see videos like this, it makes me want to send them a clip like that of him taking the fifth 111 times, and all it's going to do is just let them double down and tell me how much of an asshole I am. And that's the saddest part about it. They will hive themselves off from any of this information. They're in a hermetically sealed jar of information. They didn't know it then. Now they reject it. They don't want to know it. They're Fauci. Don't say anything about Fauci. Yep.
You guys need to eat a dick. You're wrong. Just fucking suck it up.
Yeah.
You're wrong for a long time, and you were loud and proud about how fucking wrong you were.